Are you ready to escape to a tropical island paradise? If you're looking for a vacation that is equal parts adventure and relaxation, Zanzibar has got you covered. In this video, I will show you the most important sites and what to do and when to visit Zanzibar. Get ready to explore the vibrant culture, stunning landscapes and breathtaking beaches. I was on safari in Tanzania, which was an amazing adventure. If you want to see wild animals and amazing landscapes, check out this video. But have you heard about the venomous turtles in Zanzibar? Just wait. So we flew from the foot of the Kilimanjaro to Zanzibar, which is part of the United Republic of Zanzibar, but it has its own government and legislative body. This is Towm, the capital of Zanzibar. The town's architecture is a fusion of African, Arab, Indian and European styles, reflecting its diverse heritage. The narrow streets are lined with old stone buildings, some of which date back to the 17th century, and many of which have wooden balconies and intricate doors. It's not a surprise why it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And did you know that Freddie Mercury was born in Stone Town? If you are a kid, he was the lead vocalist of the rock band Queen. There is a museum dedicated to him. It's worth wandering on the tiny alleys and see the House of Wonders, which was once the Sultan's Palace, the Old Fort or the Darashani Market. This bustling market is a great place to shop for local spices, fruits and other goods. Before we jump into the cool things you should do in Zanzibar, we need to talk about the history of the island. Zanzibar, like many other parts of Africa, has a complex and sometimes dark history. One of the darkest periods in Zanzibar's history was the era of the slave trade. The island was a major hub for the East African slave trade. Arab and Persian traders began visiting Zanzibar as early as the 8th century and became an important center for the trade in ivory and gold. In 1498, the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama arrived in Zanzibar, marking the beginning of the European colonialism in the region. However, the Portuguese rule was short-lived and they were driven out by the Omani Arabs in the 17th century. Zanzibar became a major center for the Omani Sultanate in the late 17th century, and the islands remained under Omani rule for almost 2 centuries. The sale of African slaves started way before Europeans explored the continent. It dates back to the 7th century, when Islam was gaining strength in North Africa and captured Africans were sold to the Middle East. But it greatly increased in size and proportion at the end of the 17th century, when Oman took control of Zanzibar. This market was the central hub for the slave trade. Today the site serves as a museum and a reminder of the brutal history of the island. Here you will find the sculpture created by the Swedish sculptor Clara Sornas. It depicts 5 figures in chains, and looking down to see them emerging from a pit is really heartbreaking. The British abolished the slave trade and established a protectorate. They helped modernize the islands and introduced new infrastructure such as roads and schools. Did you know that the shortest war in history was between the United Kingdom and the Zanzibar Sultanate in 1896? The conflict lasted 38 minutes, marking it as the shortest recorded war in history. Now the island has 3 official languages: Swahili, Arabic and also English. Another, more positive aspect of the Arab influence was in the area of agriculture. They introduced new crops, such as cloves, which became a major cash crop for the island and helped to fuel its economy. Zanzibar is known as the Spice Island for the abundance of aromatic spices. Most spice plantations offer guided tours that take visitors through the various crops and explain the history and uses of the different spices. You will learn about the spices like cinnamon, vanilla, cloves and nutmeg, and see how they are grown, harvested and processed. Many spice plantations also grew a variety of tropical fruits, such as banana, coconut, mangoes and pineapples, which visitors can taste and enjoy. Zanzibar is known for its diverse and unique wildlife, both on land and in the sea. Jozani forest is a natural wonderland located in the heart of the island. Here you can observe red Columbus monkeys or visit a butterfly center. Zanzibar is also home to a variety of sea turtles, which you can see up close and be prepared, they bite. One of the best places to see sea turtles is at the Mnarani Marine Turtle Conservation Pond in Nungwi, which is a sanctuary for injured and sick turtles. You can not only feed them but also swim with them. They have sharp beaks that they use to tear food, so even though they are accustomed to human interaction, if you are in the wrong place, like I was, you may get accidentally bitten. Another place where you can experience turtle encounters is on Prison Island. It was originally built as a prison for slaves, but it was never used for this purpose. Instead, it was used as a quarantine station for people with contagious diseases. One of the highlights of a visit to the island is the Great Turtle Sanctuary, which is home to thousands of turtles that can live up to 150 years. It's Mnemba, a private island on the coast of Zanzibar. We sailed here with this ship, a dhow, a traditional sailing vessel used for trading mostly in the Red Sea and on the coast of the Indian Ocean. This picturesque island is surrounded by a coral reef and really popular among divers and snorkelers. If you are lucky, you can also spot dolphins here. We also had lunch on the beach, under the palm trees, which was a great experience. The island's rich culinary heritage is reflected in its unique blend of cultures. If you want to have lunch, dinner or a few drinks in a really cool place, head to The Rock. It is a unique restaurant and a bar located on a small rock formation off the coast of Michangi. The Rock is only accessible by boat when the tide is high. I recommend making reservation in advance. Zanzibar has a tropical climate with 2 rainy seasons. A long rainy season from March to May and a short one from November to December. The best time to visit Zanzibar is during the dry season, which runs from June to October and from December to February. The island can get crowded during the peak season, which is not a surprise, hence its stunning beaches and crystal clear waters, which attracts thousands of tourists each year. With its laid-back atmosphere and breathtaking views, there is no better place to enjoy a refreshing drink and watch the sunset than at one of the island's many beach bars. Nungwi Beach is located on the northern tip of Zanzibar and it's one of the island's most popular beaches. It has white sand, clear waters, and it is perfect for swimming and sunbathing. Kandwa Beach is another popular beach, also on the northern coast of Zanzibar. And one more thing. Tides can have a significant impact on the beaches, with some beaches disappearing completely during high tide and others becoming a wide stretches of sand during low tide. One popular activity during low tide is a reef walk, where you can explore the coral reefs and the tide pools on foot. This is a great opportunity to see a variety of marine life up close, including sea stars, urchins and colorful fishes. It has been a wild ride here in Zanzibar, but I've had a blast exploring this incredible island, and I hope you have too. If you have questions, just drop them in the comments below. And if you need some travel inspiration, check out my website and download one of my free travel guides. And of course, you can follow my trips on Instagram and TikTok. See you in the next one.